Welcome to the Southwest Florida Online News Podcast. Hosted by Angelina Asante.
Hi, this is Angelina Asante. Welcome to this episode of Southwest Florida Online News. Today, I went to see Killers of the Flower Moon with my friend Pickles. Pickles, what are your thoughts? Are you awake yet?
Yeah. I stayed awake. I don't know how. It was, 3.5 hours?
I have to be honest with you.
Yes.
I blinked a couple times,
Yes.
and then there was an explosion.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
Yeah.
So if you're going there to take a nap, you can forget it.
Yeah, I think maybe if you know what it's about, maybe you'll want to stay awake. But, I mean, I was trying to figure it out. I never knew the premise of this movie, so...
I will tell you one thing that was really weird for me. Yeah. They didn't tell you who the characters were.
Right.
Like, there were kids, and then there were families, and we're like, who are all these people in the house?
Yeah.
Now,
years must have gone by, because there was kids growing up that we didn't even know they were the same kids.
So really, I had issues with the timeline. Here's something funny. I only got 30 pages into the book. I've had it since February, and I read 30 pages on Sunday, so I would have some idea of what was happening.
Well, I could understand why you didn't read it if it's the same as this movie.
Well, no, but it opened totally different in the book. And then when there were all those white people in the house, you're like, who are all these people? I go, they're servants.
Oh.
So I only knew that because I read the first 30 pages of
the
book. I kind of
don't read anymore.
Don't read anymore. Well, I always hear that the book is better, so I figured I'm gonna put the book down and just like experience the movie.
I just didn't get it. I mean, you had told me before we walked in some things about something to do with oil that they really never touched on it.
Yeah.
So all these 3.5 hours had to do, I guess, with the fact that they got oil back when, and they never talked about it again. So I didn't know why this was all happening.
It was weird. I would say the main theme was race and greed.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
But they didn't even explain what year we were in. I mean, we knew a guy
weird.
Got out of the service, but we didn't know where he had served or what year.
We were trying to figure out which war. Yeah, it was kind of strange.
Yeah.
The other thing that bothered me was they used a lot of the native tongue of the Osage people, and they didn't put subtitles up. So we were like, what are they saying? We had no idea what was going on, and that was weird.
Yeah. I mean, you had some really fabulous actors in there that I'm a fan of, but I don't know if this movie did them any justice. I mean, they were good, but the premise of the movie again was just
it was. I was a little lost, to be honest with you.
It picked up the last 10 minutes. That's all I'll say.
The ending was good, although very sad. You felt so bad for Molly, the woman who endured all of this pain and suffering, and she had such a difficult life, and it was really, really sad. It's not the feel-good movie of the year.
Well, when it first started, I was saying, wow, the soundtrack sounds good. It was a lot of good music, orchestra music, and they kind of had a little bit of that at the end. But other than that, I don't know what to tell you. I hate to be such a downer, but would I recommend it? No.
Okay, so we do a sun rating.
Oh, a sun rating?
So I'm going to, out of 5 suns, I'm going to give it 3 suns because the acting was good and the storyline was kind of interesting. I was compelled to watch the whole thing. I wasn't bored. I was compelled. I felt like if it was released as a series on TV, maybe it would have been better for my personality. I could watch it in my own time because there are no intermission breaks.
Right.
You're there for 3.5 hours plus previews.
Yeah.
So, get your astronaut diaper.
Yeah, because we were there at 2:30. What time is it now? Almost 6:30. Yeah,
that was really. So, how many suns would you give it?
I give it 2.5. Can I give it a half? Even
sure.
2.5. And I say only because the 2 actors, and then there was a couple thrown in actors at the end that I was getting excited to say, is that so and so? So they threw in a couple surprise actors. Other than that, the story dragged. I mean, many an hour when my phone would buzz and I'd quickly look to see what it was, and I'd say, we got another hour and a half to go, or it just seemed like it wasn't going anywhere.
And I will say this, and maybe because I'm Italian, but it's no Godfather. It's the same director, Martin Scorsese, but to me, The Godfather was flawless.
Yes.
And I've been watching. I do not watch reviews before I review a movie, but I'm watching regular TV, and all the ads for this movie are coming up saying perfect, flawless, wonderful, fantastic, best movie of the year. And to me, I mean, it was good. It's an epic. It was good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah, I was saying to myself, why is Martin Scorsese involved in this? Was what I was thinking. Maybe because I know of his, back story with lots of mob movies.
History, right.
Oh yeah, but this was just. It was a history that maybe we should have been taught as students in the U.S. because I never knew anything about this, and it went on and on.
It's so sad, though.
Yeah, it's very sad. And God knows if it's true. We got to hit your book, and I got to hit a history book and see if this is all. If they, embellished the story or what they did, because I never heard of this,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. Apparently it did.
I do think we don't hear about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Especially this is not a good history. So,
no, it's not.
They like to hide history sometimes in our storybooks. We don't really hear the truth with a lot of things. So
Yeah.
This doesn't make anyone look good.
No, it does not.
So they don't want...
Yes.
And you've got the oil companies frothing at the mouth over the situation.
There's just so many characters, and you don't know who they are. Or did you see them earlier, or did this one do this, or did this one kill that one, or why is he here? It's like I don't know. It was a very dark movie. The whole scenery was shot in the dark, basically. I wish they had worn
name tags.
Yes.
Because when they said so-and-so got killed, we look at each other and go, which one was that?
Yeah.
There's so many people dying. It's like John Wick, though. I mean, when all these people are dead and you're like, what's happening?
Yeah, I think just the darkness of the movie, literal darkness. There was all these scenes in this dark house, and I was like, who are these people? But, this is my first movie review, so don't go by me.
Yeah.
But,
Well, thank you for coming and spending your nap time with me.
Yeah, and I didn't even nap. I just was like, wow, where's this going? I can recommend it if you want a good nap, though, probably, if you didn't go in with high expectations.
It's a little loud if you want a nap.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening to our review. I hope it helps you make a good decision.
Yeah, we're looking for a better movie next time. Yeah.
This is Angelina
and Pickles
signing off for Southwest Florida Online News.